Podcast. Hi, everyone. It's Lauren. Welcome back to hearing my voice. It's been a while.
And this is Naz. Oh, yeah, Lauren. We've now gone like two podcasts without you.
Yep.
And Ashley, guys, we haven't all been together for a podcast in a while. I feel
like a month.
So we're just going to bullshit this one because I feel like that's what everyone wants, right?
Yep. Ashley has an I don't get it. Are you ready for it? I do. What is it?
Hold on. I just can't believe how many times my dad tracks my money. Like, so he sees when I, like, transfer from a different account.
That's crazy.
Which is fine, because I, like, want him to have that, just in case, like, I'm not looking at my phone and, like, for some reason, somebody steals all my money.
You are such a worrywart.
Well,
that's where
that's why,
she gets it from him.
You know, there's literally fraud alerts for that purpose.
I have fraud alerts.
So you don't need your daddy
but just in case, what if I'm asleep?
Account.
What if I'm asleep?
Then when you wake up, you'll get your money back.
You think dad's doing it when he's asleep?
Yeah.
Dad does wake up. He's like, Bank of America alert.
It's true. His Apple Watch goes off like in the middle of the night and he will check it.
That is amazing and astonishing that you let your dad.
What? So dad's detected fraud on your account.
Lauren,
what?
does your dad look at your account?
No one knows what I have in that account.
What? You're a normal adult.
I'm a normal adult. No one knows. It's private. What I spend my money on is private.
What, like, unbeknownst to us, Lauren's a fucking trillionaire right now.
I know.
She's like sitting on a fucking gold
No,
mine.
daddy's just depositing every
If Dad
month.
had it, Dad would be like, why the fuck would you go to the mall?
Dad would rip me a new one.
I would never let my parents see
I
my
like
account,
having Dad. I like Dad's involvement.
You like Dad tracking you. You've always liked Dad doing everything.
You like being like parented and taken care of.
I like always having a double check. It's like checks and balances. It's like I like having my dad there to like check the balance.
That's you literally all you have to do is go on. To me, that's an I don't get it for me because the more people, the more anxiety.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I don't need you. I know what's going on. I got it.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Yeah.
All right, well,
anyways, what's your
I don't get it?
I don't get it is fucking pretzels. I hate pretzels.
Pretzels are
Not
soft.
Auntie Anne's, okay? I love Auntie Anne's and Wetzel's pretzels. I'm talking about when they go down the aisle on the airplane. Pretzels? Would you like pretzels?
Yeah, I'm like,
Well, yeah, of course.
Pretzels,
Those are
like
the.
pretzels?
They literally are like selling cardboard, but you've had real pretzels.
We don't like
right?
What do you mean, like
pretzels.
Like Utz?
I don't like guts.
Oh,
Don't get
Utz
it.
is good. Oh, I love.
Don't
Maybe if you're
get
dipping it in
crunchy.
hummus. If you're dipping it in hummus, it's good.
I'm not a
Fine.
hummus
It's just
girl.
it's just a transfer. That's what that is it is a method to
It's a
get the
fork
hummus in your mouth.
to get the
Yes, just the way
like a rice cracker would be.
Yeah.
like a celery is a way to get ranch or peanut butter in your mouth.
Yeah.
I love it.
So
I
don't
like
I
pretzels.
don't like them really.
Okay.
I will say pretzel's not like my number one.
I hope not.
It's not, but like a good Chex Mix. Like I like the pretzels mixed in
I
there.
always avoid them.
Yeah, me too.
That's funny.
Me too. I avoid them.
I actually think a lot of people avoid pretzels.
I'll eat those
Chex
crouton things.
I think I was gonna
I'll
say.
eat like the Chex
Gardettas.
cereal.
I've told you guys they sell them just those in a bag entirely, which is the most genius thing the person at that
those
company
are great.
did.
Yeah, they should sell them separately. Every single one of them. I like the little.
I love when you go to a bar and they're free.
breadsticks.
Oh yeah.
Yes, the little bread, the little one.
Sometimes, like if I'm going to a bar and I know it's a bar that doesn't serve food, I'm like, they better have that
Yes.
that trail mix sitting
Yes.
right there.
Gross.
Oh my god, I love it.
all the fingers.
And
I
you
know
know
all
they
the
take it from a
fingers,
big
but
bucket
whatever, I
that's
don't
been
give
there
a
for
crap.
years. You
Nothing's
know?
worse than thinking about the big bucket of coleslaw that they scoop out.
that's
of,
always
the
a
side of
gross.
your
I've told you
sandwich.
guys my coleslaw story, right? Like probably on this podcast.
Do you not eat coleslaw because of that?
Yeah, kind of. I worked at Wilt Chamberlain's, which was like Wilt Chamberlain was a famous basketball player, and he had one restaurant in Boca Raton. And like one time I went back to the kitchen, and this woman was just it no longer exists, which is why I'm sharing this story.
The
was like
restaurant?
making the coleslaw with no gloves on, like her hands,
so
and
gross.
it scarred me for life.
Yeah,
but I feel like
seeing her
most-
fingers like
Do most chefs really wear gloves though? I think no. They just have to like
They
scrub
have
in like
to.
a doctor.
You cannot make coleslaw without gloves,
like
right?
mixing shit like that. Yeah, but I feel like
Mixing
a lot
stuff
of
is
people
gross,
make
but-
meat. They like make
Yeah.
meatballs and stuff with
See,
that.
now you're grossing me out about all other kinds of food that I can't think about.
Never
right
watch your food be prepared.
But you guys, but for real,
That's why I don't
pretzels?
cook.
Would you like pretzels? Pretzels? Would you like pretzels? I'm like, no one wants your pretzels.
Actually, duh. No one wants airline
Also,
pretzels.
yeah, here we go.
That's
With the
a
airlines,
duh.
they're like cookies. I'm like, these aren't cookies.
Oh my god!
but
Wait,
I
are you talking
do-
about the biscotti?
Yes.
Oh, biscottis! I love that. God, Ashley, biscottis! I'm high-fiving you right now. What are you talking about, Lauren?
I
What are you
literally-
talking about? There's nothing I get more than the biscotti cookies.
I literally on
I keep them.
Delta and
we gotta turn your
JetBlue.
fucking mics down.
Yeah, people's ears are fucking Delta and JetBlue. I think one time I ate 7 in one sitting where the flight attendant knew. I was like, can I have another one? Can I have another one? And then the guy next to me didn't eat his, and he's like, you can have mine. I'm like, can you ask for another one? I was so addicted because also know why. You guys know how I'm intolerant to egg. There's no egg in those cookies, so I was like, I'm on a motherfucking town.
I don't even know what they're called. I like the biscotti. I just call it biscotti.
It's called Biscoff, and it is
Biscoff,
it is an
right.
Italian. I think it's an Italian or French or European cookie.
Cinnamon cookie.
Cinnamon.
Jared and I go wild.
It's not
over
cinnamon.
them.
It's not cinnamon.
Cinnamon? It's
it's
butter.
cinnamon.
No, it's like nutmeg or something. It's not cinnamon.
I think I probably have one in my back.
Can I have some?
Let's open it. It's so good.
You guys are ridiculous.
Wait, Ashley-
Whenever they say cookies, I'm imagining a bag of like Mrs. Fields, and they give me a Biscoff.
That's nasty. Oh my god, you have
She
one.
literally has
Wait,
one.
okay, so where is it from? What is this?
It's called
It's
Biscoff.
Italian, right?
It is Europe's favorite cookie with coffee, and it is wheat flour, sugar, vegetable oils.
No egg.
Oh, at the very end, cinnamon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But where is it made?
It's made
just says
in
Europe.
San Francisco. Well, oh no, it's made in Belgium. It's made in Belgium.
Oh, we were all wrong.
Yeah, but brown sugar and cinnamon is really where you
Yo,
get
what's
the flavors.
read the name of the company in the red? Maybe they'll sponsor us.
Biscoff by Lotus since 1932.
Yo, Lotus, call us up. I'll eat a
Give me
million of those.
give me a bite, because I honestly don't even open them.
You
I
don't
think.
even
I don't
get
even
these?
open them.
Okay, wait. So
Lauren, you're like,
Or I say no, thank you.
Okay, wait. So I'll say this. I never really talk about if we ever fly first class because it's the ultimate treat and we don't do it very often.
I
And
still have never
almost
done it. And you made me want you.
It's always booked through
Yeah,
a
they're
company,
good.
okay?
Oh
it's
my
always
God.
booked through a company. Like we don't pay or we've only paid for it like once or twice.
This one's a little old because the ones that
Yeah,
are
the
like
crunch isn't
no,
there.
It's not as crunchy.
Okay, but listen.
Isn't it so
They were
good?
like they're like giving out
bomb.
milk cookies in first class. They're
Yeah.
like, like the milk brand.
Yeah.
And we're like, you milk cookie, and I go, can I have the Biscoff? Can I
You point to the back.
Ashley just pointed, guys. She's like, "Can I have the basic economy snacks, please?"
Yeah, and she's like, oh, I think I could go back there and get
Oh my god,
it.
Ashley!
my God.
I will now think of you for the rest of my life when I open that wrapper. It is such joy. It's probably the 5 minutes that I do
How many
enjoy out
calories
of the
is that?
5
Does it
hour
say?
flight.
Not much, Lauren. It's like 120 a pack.
120 a pack, which is why I eat 7 of them.
And I'm like,
this is a
nothing
meal.
will get me through a flight like this cookie.
It's so true. I love it. You love it. I'm obsessed with them.
I guess now I get them.
But they
I just
only-
never open them.
They only have them on
Are they in your
JetBlue
bag?
and Delta, right?
I
There's
feel
only
like that's
2.
almost like airline wide.
Is it? I feel like United doesn't have anything. Maybe.
But like, I feel
Sure
like
someone will
American
tweet
might.
me
I think
tomorrow.
American has them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm excited
Okay, so
for
wait,
you.
you're-
I'm
I don't
excited
get it
for,
was-
like on this new bond that
Pretzels.
Oh,
I know. I
pretzels.
love it. They're so good.
I'm sure you can get them on like Amazon tomorrow.
It won't be as good. The whole point is like it's on a plane. I feel
it's
like that's part
sweet
of it.
relief.
You guys are so
They're so
funny.
good. And oh my God, Ashley, one time, and Lauren, obviously, one time, you know how they keep the cookies in the cart? They bring the cart around?
fail 'em.
Sometimes when they look at the people in the row to the left of me, I'll take 2. I'm in the aisle. I'm so fat.
I always think about stealing like the little vodkas because no one's looking.
You
I don't
would.
even want them. I just want the thrill of taking them because I'm a klepto.
That's amazing. I love
Klepto.
it.
Yeah, klepto.
I thought you said a collecto.
A
Which
collecto.
actually
That-
makes a lot of sense.
Wait, collecto's
We're
a great
we're a
word.
collecto.
Oh, wait, guys, I have a word of the week.
What is it?
My word of the week. Remember how we're trying to like expand our vocabulary this year, Ashley? So my word of the week is verklempt.
Oh, verklempt?
Means, you know what it means?
You're like taken from no words or something?
It's like you're full of emotion.
Oh, okay.
So I was verklempt when I found out Ashley likes Biscoff cookies
Very
as much as I do.
good.
I'm just so full of emotion right now.
Very good. I'm just going to take a quick break to plug my own business, everyone, and I hope you will participate and help me make bags. Okay. So I'm starting to take some clients, some hair styling, color, cut, whatever you want at home. And it's kind of hard to like book and schedule and see like what kind of products I need. And thanks to HoneyBook, which is an online business management tool that lets you control your client communication, booking, contracts, and invoices all in one place. And I can't tell you how easy it is, because sometimes after a haircut or whatever, I'm like, oh, that was like, it didn't take that long, so I'm just gonna like cut the price down. But with this, they just send you they give you invoices, so you can just hand it to them. You don't have to be like trying to be nice and all. Like, you already have your pre-planned invoice before they come, and you can ask for payment that way. You don't have to be like, that'll be $30. You know, like, that's so awkward. So HoneyBook helps you stay organized with custom templates and automation tools. You can even use HoneyBook to consolidate services you already use, like QuickBooks, Google Suite, and MailChimp. Over 75,000 photographers, designers, event professionals, and other entrepreneurs saved hundreds of thousands of hours a year. They block out like your schedule for you. You don't even have to think about it. Like, you can look at your calendar, you're like, where can I fit you in? This does it for you. It's your business just better with HoneyBook. So right now, HoneyBook is offering our listeners 50% off your first year with the promo code GETIT. Payment is flexible, and this promotion applies whether you pay monthly or annually. This isn't just for like tiny little one-woman businesses. You can also use it for pretty substantial companies as well. So go to honeybook.com and use the promo code GETIT for 50% off your first year. Get paid faster and work smarter with honeybook.com and promo code GETIT. My I don't get it was when... still is. When people open their like passenger door or their back seat or their trunk to put their backpack in, like, hey, fucking go in the driver's seat.
Oh my God,
and
it's me.
Put it across the aisle, the dashboard or the driver's seat, and then just put your bag over on the passenger seat or to the back. Is it that much of a strain on your arm to do that?
To do what?
This is hilarious. Lauren, explain it, because I do it.
When someone like is like, oh, I have my backpack, I'm gonna go to the passenger side, put it in, close it like it's a human being, and then walk around and go in your.
Where are we talking about?
In the car.
In the car?
Yes.
Oh, you put it in the passenger.
When someone opens their trunk and puts their backpack in the trunk, or opens their passenger door and puts it in the passenger.
So you know my black Dagny Dover bag?
Yeah.
Okay, so when I get in my car, I open the door behind the driver's seat.
Yeah.
I put it there, and then I get in the driver's seat.
I have to say, I'm probably guilty of what Naz does, because if I go in with my backpack,
it's too heavy to
then
put.
it's like because I sit so close to the driver wheel.
Yeah, you got to change that. Change
I
it.
don't that I can't squeeze it my body and the bag in, so I just would rather put it in the bag.
Same. I actually, Lauren, for me, it's easier because I always have my computer, my headphones, a million things in there, and I can't put it in my driver's seat because you know how OCD I am. And when you're driving, if you put it in the driver's seat and you're braking, the bag falls. So in the back, it's actually safer, and your shit doesn't fall out everywhere.
Yeah,
your bag won't fall.
I don't know. I'm just like, just throw it in the back.
Yeah,
no,
because you're so
slob. Because you're like a little slob.
It's a backpack. I can
normally when I have
you're reckless with your things, Lauren.
Normally when I have my backpack,
I go whoop.
Yeah, hope your computer doesn't fucking break. Mine's pristine because I put it in nicely and I take care of it like it's a child.
It's 2011. It's doing
hers
fine.
is on its last leg always.
100%.
No, it's not. It works. It turns on. There's never a problem with it. It's just old, Ashley.
Okay. I don't know.
She says it's its last leg. She's never fucking touched it. It's pristine too.
I feel like all your computers are just like they like rainbow all the time.
There has never been a rainbow on this computer.
Really?
There's never been a rainbow.
Are you talking about the swirly?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if I have like a little bit, like a little,
I had to take my sweater off.
a little
now,
crossbody bag, obviously I'm just gonna get in the driver's seat. But if I have my backpack, which is like 2 feet wide.
What really reminded me of this was when I don't know where I was, but this guy literally had like a loose leaf sheet of paper and opened the passenger seat to put it in there and then walked around.
He like had like a Snickers.
Yeah, he had Snickers in place.
That's precious cargo.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
hilarious.
If you were
that
like,
doesn't make sense to me. I agree with you. If I have my, my Supreme
Maybe if
crossbody
you
bag
have
now,
like a
I put
big
in the front
bag,
seat.
I get it. But if it's like a purse or a backpack, I think just throw it over there.
I get that.
what if you have like a purse and you have Shake Shack in your hand? Then
Shake Shack goes in the front seat. Purse goes in the bottom of the front seat so it doesn't fall.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
You're still placing it in the front
If
seat.
it's food, then you can do that. Yeah.
Why? It's like it's 2019. It's like you would think they'd have cars that have like a tray where you can just put your Shake Shack in it to be safe.
Why is there like no heaters or coolers like in the center console?
I'm sure there are in bougie cars, just not our Hooptyville cars.
Hooptyville. Yeehaw.
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 Yeehaw. Okay, you ready for my I don't get it?
Okay, Gergie, stop. Or it's not Gergie's problem. Sorry, it's Lois's.
Take ownership of your dog's responsibilities.
Okay. God, I don't know which one has a cuter face. I really don't. Okay, continue, Ness.
Okay, so I've been holding on to this I don't get it for a couple weeks now for us all to sit down and be together. I can't give much context because I feel like the person I'm talking about might listen.
Okay.
But whatever. So don't ask that many questions, but just take it for what it is.
Okay.
So I recently met a person that owns a business. They started the business with their partner, right?
Like
they're
relationship
they're
partner?
married.
Okay.
I think they're married. Yes. So a husband and wife start a business, right? Mm-hmm. The business has an Instagram. So I look up, I tried to follow one of them on Instagram, and I noticed that they have one Instagram.
Oh, okay.
A couple Instagram?
A joint Instagram. And it wasn't the business one. They have a business one. Their regular Instagram is a joint Instagram. Meaning that they have one Instagram for them. They are not two individual people. They have Instagram as a couple. So I started to think about this very deeply. And I have a friend also who has an uncle and aunt who have a joint Facebook. And she's like, what the fuck? You're an individual. Like, I never know who to wish happy birthday.
Truth.
On this joint Instagram account that I've been telling you guys about, on his birthday, he posts a picture of her and writes a caption. On her birthday, she posts a picture of him and writes a caption. I know I'm about to offend people that have joint Instagram accounts. I'm sorry. From my perspective, I think it is a massive sign of insecurity.
I don't think that
I think
I've ever
it is the
seen one.
weirdest. I don't get it. I don't get it. Be an individual.
My theory, based on what you just told me, is that they're doing it to avoid like any sliding into DMs, any insecurities, and they can see everything going on in their lives. That's what I think.
Or do you think like one person wanted it and the other person was like, okay, fine?
I think one person probably doesn't give a crapola about Instagram.
That's what I'm saying. But don't you guys think it's so weird? I want to know what you think, Ashley, because you're in like a about to be married relationship and these people are married. I think it's fucking weird. Do you guys not think it's weird?
I think it's weird, but I can't even imagine.
I mean, I think
weird.
I think like if just like let's pretend the girl's like more into having the Instagram.
No, I just want to. I want a weird or not answer, like from you. Is that weird or not? Not like maybe this, because of course maybe this, maybe that.
I think there's the thing is I think it's weird, but I think there's probably a very not weird answer behind it.
But do you think it's weird?
I think it's weird.
Do you think it's weird, Ashley?
I mean, can I only use the word weird?
No, but I'm saying, like, does it throw you off or not?
It's definitely different.
I've never seen one. I've never seen one before.
I would prefer
I'll
to
show
have
it to you guys.
I would prefer to have a separate account.
I just don't understand who posts and what. I guess I feel like it must be the girl who's like, sweetie, we look cute in this. I'm posting it.
I mean, we think that. I don't know. Obviously, don't say the name or anything because I don't want to give away who this person is.
So every single picture is of the two of them. It's really, truly a joint account. This is so weird.
Right?
Okay, well, let me see.
The more I look at it, the weirder it is. It's her.
Well,
it's just her Instagram.
I think it's
and
her.
she's just
Well, if
tagging
they're
him.
literally just the two, like
It's
every
just the
single
two of
picture
them.
is the two of them.
Would you have a joint
And
Instagram
therefore,
account with Jared?
I think it's weird now that I look at it.
No, like a fan would make one for you.
Would you make a joint Instagram account with Jared?
No, of course not. So what I was thinking,
Right, why not?
Because it shows a lack of individuality and independence.
Right, which is, I think that's why I think it's weird. Just
Yeah.
not to sound like a shady, hating person. I think that's why it throws me off. I'm like, don't you want to be your own person?
I have no idea how this would have come up like in conversation. Like, hey, sweetie, we should have a joint Instagram account rather than a girl just being like, I'm going to do it so I can watch everything he does.
It's different if you're listening and you have one and it's for a business. I don't think that's weird.
No, if this was for their business, I would be like, normal.
Which do you think it might be?
But they have a business account.
They do have a separate business.
But they started the business together, so maybe people are fans of both of them. But then I would argue people are fans of you and Jared, so it would be like you and Jared making an account, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's weird to me.
But you would never do that.
No.
Right, because you're not weird.
What I think about, yes, they definitely think it's a branding thing. The two of them come together as a package for their company. I think it's weird that if that's the case, I guess that's fine. But what I expected when you brought this up in the first place was to see like a picture of her and like she's doing what she likes to do. And like she'd do like a her like caption, then be like signature her, right? And then like if he was doing something, he would like write his own caption and be like, this came from him.
That's almost weirder. Right?
But I think it's weird that like they're in the pictures every single picture is the two of them together.
Right. Because to me, I feel like one person, whether it was a guy or girl, it could have been the guy, was like, I don't want an Instagram, and the other person wanted one. Again, this is hypothetical. This doesn't mean this is the issue or the case. But in that case, just make your own Instagram then, I think.
And they don't have their own separate ones.
The bottom line is I think they did this because of branding, but that's my opinion.
Okay, well then I guess that's a reason that I would be okay with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at first I was like, whoa.
I think they think that they're probably like hotter and more powerful together. So like they want their business to come across as it's a complete joint effort.
Okay. Well, I guess I respect it. I guess I just wouldn't do it.
If it was a non-business thing, then I would be pretty weirded out.
But they have a business account.
Yeah. Still think that they want to like be branded together.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I don't know.
The hardest thing about bra shopping is probably when you mentally pick out your outfit in the morning and you're trying to dig through your bra drawer, trying to find that one bra that would look good underneath the clothes that you picked out. And the thing is, that bra is gonna be a nude bra. Like, why would you even worry about buying a red bra or a blue bra if you know, like, you gotta hide those straps or hide the color under a white shirt? Like, so it's like Harper Wilde heard me complaining and said, time to make wearing a bra easier. It's a free at-home try-on. It's no risk, no fitting room process in the comfort of your own home. Find the perfect size and only pay for the bras you keep. It's literally got nothing to lose. Shipping is covered both ways. Simplicity and function. There's no need to choose between never-ending colors and patterns, just like I was saying. And lace. Why would you wear lace under a nice, smooth shirt? It's just smooth, supportive coverage that comes in 3 shades of nude that looks great under any outfit. You can literally pick the nude that is exactly your skin tone. It's like you're not even wearing a bra. Harper Wilde bras were designed with you in mind. You can easily replace your entire bra drawer with Harper Wilde bras. Bras to wash, bras to wear, bras to spare. So Harper Wilde donates a portion of their sales to organizations dedicated to empowering women. I love that. It's time to start lifting up your ladies with Harper Wilde. Go to harperwilde.com/getit to get started today with a free at-home try-on and get a free bra wash bag, which is something I don't even think about when I throw my bras in the wash. I rarely wash them. But if you have a bra, you need a wash bag, and now you can get one for free. Make sure to select 3 bras to try on, and don't forget to add the wash bag to your cart too. That's Harper Wilde, WILDE.com/getit, GETIT, to try on 3 bras at home for free and receive a free gift. HarperWilde.com/getit.
Okay, so what the hell is the San Andreas winds?
Santa Ana.
Santa-
Oh my god.
San Andreas is the rock movie, isn't it? That's the San Andreas
like
fault.
It was like the worst
San
rock
Andreas
movie
fault. Okay.
ever made.
It's also real life.
That's around
it's not a
here.
movie.
Yeah, it's around here.
Yes.
It's called the San Andreas Fault. That's why I'm sorry. I was confused with my LA geography.
Okay.
Yeah,
terms.
I confuse faults and winds all the time.
Okay. No, I said San Andreas.
Yeah,
winds.
we got it.
Okay.
We got it.
Okay.
Santa Ana winds.
How in the world
Why do
do
they come so
winds
sporadic?
make it warmer here? Because they say, or at least Jack Black says in The Holiday,
Oh my
that it's
God.
warm year round because the Santa Ana wind.
They're
I don't know.
blowing in wind from the south.
I don't know if
Well,
we can
Lauren,
take Jack.
that is a fantastic hypothesis.
I think I'm correct.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Damn.
The winds are blowing in from the south, like aka Mexico, and making
the tropics.
the tropics and making it warmer. That's
All right,
the
that's a good
warm
theory.
winds.
Should we
And-
look it up?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
As while we're on the science subject, do you guys? Always remember my biology teacher saying fungi.
Oh God!
Instead
It's
of
because,
fungi.
Lauren,
Why
that
would
was
she
because
say
we had the
fungi?
same biology teacher in 7th grade.
So she just was saying fungi for fucking fun. Fungi. Have you ever heard fungi before?
She should be fired. She's teaching kids how to say that wrong.
And she also taught me what the word discrepancy means. Do you remember her saying discrepancy?
No, what was her name?
I don't remember.
Why did this just come to your head randomly? Because science?
Science.
Because science.
Funga. Because every time I say fungi, I think fungi.
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 Ashley, Lauren's been working out.
I know.
We
Good for
did
her.
some class
I had
together. What'd you think of?
cycle today, but I
Oh.
canceled because my
got
friend
charged?
canceled, and I was like not going to go. And also, we had this and everything. It was too much.
Oh.
Too much going on.
When were you going to go? You had school today.
7:30 to 8:30.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, but I didn't, so it wasn't amazing.
Oh, why didn't you go?
Because I had to take care of Gurky so he wouldn't bark and shit, and I lots of I was tired. Whatever.
Basically, Lauren, I think you're right about these. It definitely brings in like other areas of
Warmth.
yeah,
Okay.
but it's also like dryness and other shit too.
It's very dry and it's warm. It's not. Oh, also, when I was driving over here, there was a palm tree that fell. I'm pretty sure someone died.
Wait,
Why?
what?
They blocked off like 2 streets with like lots of caution tape, and there are firefighters and ambulances, like wide blocks
On somebody's car,
And there was like a tree that was
no,
Yeah.
Lauren, those are the scariest
palm
ways of dying.
trees,
But it's like-
are so scary out here swaying, and
Yeah,
they're just
I
waiting
know.
to snap, and you don't know
Palm
when.
trees are the weirdest trees
Yeah.
ever. Like you like look at them and you're like, okay, you go a quarter of a mile up, and then there's just like this little leafy thing at the top, and then it's like, okay, I'm done now. They're like all Dr. Seuss characters.
They're the Lorax, the trees
Yeah.
from the
You
Lorax.
guys are hilarious. Florida, like, we have so many hurricanes that this is like, it's just like another part of the
It's
year
so
for me.
scary.
Like, trees fall on cars get ruined all the time. That's the norm. Like, full trunks would be uprooted in the middle of the road.
It's those dying of freak accidents that totally flip me out.
Yeah, it scares me. Because you could even be in your house and, like, there's people whose, like, power lines fall in their house and then they die.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
electrocuted.
Do you ever think about the teachers that you probably had that are probably dead now?
No.
Actually, that's so crazy you said that. I had a chemistry teacher. First of all, shout out to my friend who I went to school with and is my really good friend, and she's now a teacher at the high school we went to.
Oh my God.
She starts
Everyone's
next semester.
nightmare.
Isn't that cool? No, I think that's so inspiring. Like
That's
for
cute.
kids to like be like, oh, this person went here. I think that's so dope.
That is cool, but also it's like you didn't move anywhere.
No, but she didn't want to.
I know, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying,
Oh,
like, everyone's
that's your
like,
worst nightmare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, if I had to be a teacher at Langley, like, wow, I really didn't go anywhere. Sorry if
Yeah.
anyone out there is still doing that.
yeah.
Langley is a great school.
Yeah.
I know Langley's a great school. I'm just saying,
Lauren
like, I wanted
wanted more.
move.
Yeah. She wanted to do other things.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
Just another hometown hero. Everyone's number 1 Just like me.
You guys aren't gonna
glowing.
get this Cinder Road
I
reference.
know,
that
but
Ashley's
remember
singing.
the one time that Mike and Aaron listened to it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe they're still listening to it.
so what I was saying was she's going back and she found out that the biology teacher we had passed away. And so that's so crazy you brought that up because I never thought of like, I guess I just think no one dies. And then,
know.
And then someone dies and you're like, oh yeah, people die.
I mean, like, almost every old teacher you had in elementary school is dead.
Oh, I had
That's
Miss
so
Schweigstall
weird.
in first grade.
I know,
hope
exactly.
she's
I feel like a
alive.
chunk of them are dead, and it's so weird because those are people you actually had real relationships with, and just like they died and you never knew.
Yeah, you never know.
That's what's so weird about it. Like I was thinking about this the other day because I don't know what word I heard, but then I remembered how my
This laugh.
my history teacher, 9th grade.
Yeah.
He used to say not pleasure,
pleasure.
but and not measure.
What would
but
they say?
He goes Measure and pleasure.
No.
Yeah, so I heard somebody say it like that, and then I was like, "Oh my god, I wonder if Dr. McGee is dead."
Dr.
Because
McGee talks so much shit about him.
I used to, or you did.
I guess you would come home and you say pleasure, and then I would bring it out like,
but he
pleasure.
wasn't there. Was he there when you were?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But the guy was like had to be close to 80, and that was already like 16 years ago.
Pleasure.
That's sad.
Yeah, that is sad.
So, like, it's really sad.
Unless he's 96.
And then I think about Mr. Ogilvy all the time.
God, the names of your teachers are so good.
We talked about Mr. Ogilvy literally in the last podcast. So, Mr. Ogilvy, I hope you're still out there.
I feel like you guys bring up teachers a lot.
We do.
Like, what is your fascination with teachers?
We watched a lot of like.
Because we shared a lot of them.
But it's like almost, this is like the 10th podcast we brought up teachers.
Seriously.
Did you guys have a crush on teachers? Did any teachers get fired? Did any of your teachers die?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Sorry.
No, I think it's funny.
Very impactable in my
Isn't
life.
that funny though? Like
It
people
is
listening
really
are probably
weird.
like, "Oh, well, she's talking about teachers again."
again.
There she goes.
Oh man, that is funny.
Ashley, would you ever be a teacher? And if so, what would you be a teacher of?
I would be. I guess you know what? When I think about the subjects blatantly, I don't really like any of them.
Yeah.
Blatantly.
I mean, English, I like writing. I like writing itself, but I don't like English. Like, I don't want to read those books that they made us read and, like, write theses about them and analyze the shit out of them.
Right.
I guess, I found it.
What?
Creative writing. An elective.
You
I
can
love
write
that you
creative
just
writing.
clapped your hands above your head. You go, I found it.
I found it. I found the subject.
I guess I could do, like, journalism, too. Like, journalism.
Yeah,
Cool.
journalism.
I didn't think about journalism.
Hey
I
guys,
was thinking
today
about,
we're
like,
going to measure journalism.
You're going to major journalism.
I was
But
just
you know,
thinking of high
you only
school.
think of like science, math, English,
history.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah,
journalism.
psychology. I liked psychology in high school.
Yeah, you'd probably have to be a psychiatrist though, or a
They didn't have,
psychologist.
she was not a psychologist.
What?
In high school.
You're not a psychologist
in high school?
How are you teaching that?
I don't know.
Here we
Do you
are
have your
again.
master's
Guys,
in
I'm just
psychology?
I'm
I think,
going to jump back in when you're done talking about teachers.
Lauren, it's Lauren.
Well, we're saying like, do
I'm
you have
so bored by teacher
Really?
you
convo.
have
Okay,
to
wait.
be a psychologist?
No,
to
you
be
have
a
to have your
psychology
master's in
teacher?
psychology, Lauren,
No.
to teach in high school.
I only know that because I know for a fact my AP psych teacher was never a psychologist.
You're a science teacher.
No, he probably just
You're a
studied psychology.
Your science teacher? Did he have his master's in science?
I didn't
and,
ask
like,
him. I
and
bet you
chemistry?
half the people that taught me in Florida didn't even have a certification to teach.
This is why you don't like the conversation, because like you had these Florida educators.
I think that's what it is you guys are at such an impactful but
Education.
I mean, I could pick 5, off my hand that I remember, still talk to, love. But
I don't
like,
remember any of my-
I don't remember anything I learned.
Anyway.
To Kill a Mockingbird and What is X?
Mice and Men are
And-
really stuck with me.
And I watched Stanley Kubrick's Clockwork Orange and AP Psych, and I think that's all I took away from all of public school. Those 4 things.
Oh,
Clockwork Orange is a depressing, scary film.
I think that's when I was like, whoa, I'm an adult. This is cool. We're
Yeah.
watching this in class. And I watched Boiler Room and Economics. Economics was dope, but only because the teacher was kind of cute. I didn't care
back
about
to
money,
cute
though.
teachers again. See,
But I was like, how do I meet guys with money? And he would like always laugh and give me an A anyway.
oh my god, that's funny.
Since everyone's going to be out doing their summer activities, hanging out by the pool, going to outdoor concerts, sitting on the lawn, you guys are going to need to buy your BrewMate, which is basically a beverage insulator to keep your beer, wine, spirits all at the perfect temperature. And they also have so many cute designs. You can like put them on display in your house and always have your drink at the perfect temperature, because it's so wasteful. Like I'll drink half a beer until it gets warm in the sun, and I'm like, I'm not going to finish that gross warm beer while I'm sweating my ass off. So thanks to Brewmate, they're saving lives, okay? They're saving beverages. And they're also so cute. It's sleek. It's cool. I feel like it's kind of, you can fit your aesthetic into your Brewmate. And you can put them on your coffee table on a nice little tray, and it looks really stylish. They have like matte black, which is obviously the one that I have. So don't settle for warm alcohol. Chill out with your favorite drinks all day long with Brewmate. Visit brewmate.com and enter the code GETIT to get 15% off your first order. That's 15% off your first order when you go to brumate.com and enter the code GETIT. These are great gifts, you guys. If anyone has a birthday in the summertime and you know they like wine or beer or spirits, they're going to love this. So they'll use it almost every day. So Brewmate, brumate.com and enter the code GETIT. All these girls that I go to school with have these boyfriends that pack them lunch and write love notes.
Wait, that is so nice.
Yes, like
all these girls?
There's like 3 girls that have these boyfriends that pack them lunch and then write a note on their steering wheel saying like, I left you a coffee, like I made you a coffee. Like it's in the coffee.
Have they been together for like 3
they're
months?
Like
and they're
20,
17.
They're all 21.
Yeah, that's the thing.
No, my dad does that with me and my mom.
Yeah,
my dad still
does
does that.
notes. Yeah.
Jared, this is what I'm talking about.
Oh my God. No, like this girl was like, look at this note. And it was on her steering wheel. She's like, he was like, I love you. Have a really good day. Blah, blah, blah. I packed you a burrito. Aww. It was so cute.
I gotta say, that's what I'm holding out for.
I know.
I think that I'm waiting for that guy, the sensitive guy that's gonna do that.
Like these little ideas.
So cool.
That's all it is. It's just a little
It costs
nothing.
nothing.
Yeah,
it costs
nothing.
nothing. My
Why
dad
don't they
wrote
pack-
notes to me and my mom all the time, and we'd find them in like random places. Like in my backpack, you know how you had multiple zippers? So I'd open one, and he'd be like, Naz, you're the best.
Aww.
Nazareth, have a great day. God bless you. Say a prayer, blah, blah, blah.
And you
I did that with Jared.
I would like in middle and high
Yeah.
school, but in elementary, I thought it was so nice.
I did that with Jared a month ago.
with the coffee.
You're romantic. Okay, what's the most romantic thing you guys have ever done?
I named a star after my boyfriend.
Oh, that's right. That was cute.
Lauren, that's
That
sweet.
was
How much
cute.
does that cost, by the way?
like $50.
I don't get that.
I don't
that
get
is
that
a
too.
motherfucking.
There's
I don't
no
get it.
way there's that
You
many
bought
stars
hair.
out there.
Are you fucking kidding me, Ashley?
No, but-
there's no way there's enough stars.
No, Ashley, that was an idiotic statement. However, you are more idiotic for buying air. Because
I bought Eric,
No.
but he cried and he loved it.
No, okay,
high
okay, fine.
But you
You're
can
right.
literally print out a
You're right.
certificate. Microsoft Word has certificate
Yep.
templates. You could be like, I
Did it-
bought you a motherfucking star. Drive to X place location and say there.
Yeah.
it is.
Okay, fine. On a clear ass sky, I guess there are that many
Actually,
stars.
what? There's
There
like
are
a
infinite
bajillion
amount of stars.
There's like a bajillion galaxies. We're in the Milky Way,
No,
and that's
I
one
know, but
galaxy.
we can only see so much of the
so
Milky
they'll
Way.
name one we can't see, but either way, you don't need to pay $50 for it.
You can't see love, but it exists.
No,
You can't
I
see
know.
the wind, but you
okay,
can
okay,
feel it.
but it's like
Can you sing with all the voices?
if I went to Sparta, New Jersey, and then I looked up in the sky,
So specific.
and I saw like their sky is like holy moly, like it looks like you're in a planetarium. It's like in your face.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I guess, like, for how many people have bought stars and named them after a Walk to Remember? That, like,
There could be enough people on the earth that did it, and there'll still be far more stars.
Ashley
well, you're
is
telling
so-
me that Ryan's star isn't owned by anyone else on this
I
planet?
don't know.
Ashley is so that person that someone would go like the lengths of like getting it notarized and like picking it out and like she'd like this one and then you drive her out to fucking like Mulholland Drive and you look up and Ashley's like, but it's not there.
It's not there.
And you're like,
But
what?
That's not it. I mean, you watch her Walk to Remember. He goes, that star is yours.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
He
Mandy
made a
Moore's birthday
telescope.
tomorrow.
He even made a telescope so that she could see the star to prove that that was it.
Yep.
That
That's
specific one
the
in
most romantic thing I've ever witnessed.
in whatever, like he had a star map. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a very detailed star map.
Yeehaw, yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
But that's really cute that you did that for Ryan because I remember his like reaction.
Yeah, it was really
What's
cute.
the most romantic thing you ever did, Ash?
Nothing.
That's not true. You're so
Yeah,
romantic. You
writing
just said you
Jared the
wrote
letter in paradise, probably. It's an act of desperation and love.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the guy I liked in the apartment I lived with Lauren? Remember, like, my first Bumble date? That guy, he, like, hiked a lot. I don't want to say his name, but you remember him, right?
Yes.
That lived in...
No, I, like, met him when I lived in that apartment on Genesee.
I think so.
His name is...
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Okay.
When I was in Thailand shooting JoJo season, I randomly thought of him and I sent him a bouquet of flowers. You remember this?
right.
Yeah, anonymous.
Anonymously to this
'Cause
day.
you
He
were
has
proud
no
of him.
idea because he always wanted to start a business, and I saw on Instagram he did, and it had been months later. But he had such an impact on my heart, and I was like, I knew how self-conscious he was. So I was like, I just want to send him flowers from Anonymous. I'm such a loser.
No, I thought that was sweet.
I feel like that's really romantic,
I thought
but
it
in
was
like
really
a friendly way, because I haven't had the chance to
That
do
reminds me of a really, like, a story that makes me cringe and breaks my heart and makes my heart warm all at the same time.
Aside from the Biscoff cookies from the plane.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when Jared and I weren't together, he had an event in Florida just a couple of years ago. And
561 represent. Sorry, I had to.
he met this girl who, like, was sweet, but
See, Lois is doing it too. All right.
he met this girl that was sweet. Like, he thought she was cute, but, like, you know, never was going to take that seriously.
Yeah.
She was in Florida.
So her name was Nass. She was cute. She lived in Florida. He was never going to take her seriously. This sounds like my narrative.
So one day she asked him to FaceTime. Maybe they did FaceTime a couple times. I hate thinking about, and I hate the thought of, like, him FaceTiming any girl. It still makes me angry, but whatever. So it was a couple years ago. She FaceTimed him a couple times, and this one time she asked him, do you want to FaceTime? And Jared was really just, this is so sad. He was really just trying to get out of FaceTiming her. So he was like, I really don't feel that good right now. I'm, like, just a little nauseous or something. Like, maybe we'll talk tomorrow. Mm-hmm. About an hour after that, Jared's parents gave, I think she just said, what's your address? She just texted him, what's your address? Okay. She texted him, what's your address? And
Lauren, you know
an
this story?
hour later, it's like 10:30 at night. The Chinese delivery guy knocks on his parents' door because Jared would always just give his parents' address, not, like, his apartment address.
Got it.
For, like, all packages and, like, agent stuff.
Oh my God.
And then, Chinese delivery man came with, like, wonton soup to the door because she delivered him. She sent him soup,
I like this girl.
and then, like, it was
his parents and Frank and
then Fred answered
Fred
the door,
wakes up.
and
Frank
he was
goes,
like,
"Jared,
so flipped
Did you order
out."
soup?
Yeah.
Lauren just like that.
Jared, did you order soup? Because it said, like, for Jared.
Fred's like the soup Nazi from
it's like,
Seinfeld. He's
yeah.
like, no soup, and he shuts the door.
Oh, it makes me to this day feel so cringy, so sad.
Why?
And, like, so sweet at the same time.
I don't think it's sad. You know what I think? I think that girl's a fucking badass because that takes guts. That's, like, so scary.
It also reminds me of something that I probably would have done.
I would have done that shit.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
I definitely
applaud.
would have done something like that, especially in my early 20s.
Yeah. I would have definitely done that and then look
like
back
when
and be
Lauren-
shit like that now.
wow, I shouldn't have done that.
It's like when Lauren used to buy her Mr. Biggs a gift every time she saw him.
Food, gift, yeah, anything.
I like it.
A robe that he still has this week. Do you want to say what he did this week to you? What he texted you?
Well, Mr. Big Development, whatever.
You know, the
original
one of her 14-year-old.
Let's see.
I don't know. Lauren has so many Mr. Bigs. I don't know which one this one is.
She has 3.
I have 3. Let's see here. Well, you know, we always want our Mr. Biggs to say this. I hope you know how much you've meant to me in my life. You are never just one of the others.
No way.
And-
that is a sentence so many people would want to hear.
the
after a
sentence
lot
so
of
many people,
years.
and it's amazing when it doesn't make you feel anything.
I know. It's kind of like sad because you're like, I
so
could have
sad.
used this years ago.
Oh my God, if I heard this during the days of torture,
Right. You would have been lifted to heaven.
I would have
Staircase
I
to
would have
heaven.
smiled so big, I swear to God, my heart would have burst.
Yeah.
And now
And sprinkles would have come out.
So
Rainbow
I said, thank you. You've obviously meant a lot to me as well. Big part of who I am.
Aw.
And he goes, I still could be.
Of course.
And I go, true. Like, you could still be. And then he goes, I mean our kids.
What?
I need our kids.
I mean our kids. And then I stopped responding. I was like, I do not understand.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
He'll throw
I
her a
don't get
text
it.
again another month. But the thing was, he also sent her a picture of the note in which she gave him her phone number for the
first
first
day,
time.
yeah.
He
Oh,
saved.
still had that?
He saved the note.
Yeah.
Lauren's got that magic punani, man.
But not
she has that
really.
effect on people.
The punani.
The pussy.
It was so pretty back then. It was so young.
You're
What are you
just
talking
still
about?
very
You're so
attractive.
young.
You're
Talk about
still
my
very
vagina.
attractive.
How is your
Lauren.
vagina not pretty right now? Is it aging?
Of course my vagina is aging.
What do you mean? Is it saggy? What do you mean?
Every vagina ages.
No, Lauren, you
No.
have a really nice
Is
one.
it
I'm
wrinkly?
jealous of yours. I have to say, yours is like you could be a porn star.
Wow, guys. Thank you.
I'm confused.
Have you ever seen her?
I feel like
Cha-Cha?
everyone has a. Let me see it.
I'll show it to you later.
No, I want to see it.
I'm not going to
now.
show it to you now. It's hairy.
Okay, but what constitutes a pretty vagina and a not pretty vagina? Because
She's
people
like-
tell me I have a nice vagina, but I'm like, doesn't everyone's top of the vagina basically look the same?
Yours is aesthetically pleasing because it looks like it could be in a porn. And when I say this, Lawrence is like if I haven't really seen
I
your
haven't really
spread.
seen you either.
No, you've never
so-
seen. You're
so
never
weird.
seeing my
Why?
shit spread eagle because I'm just always been private. There's no way she's doing that.
See, to me, I thought you guys were talking about the top part.
no, like the little crease area.
Most people freaked out over my top part.
Okay, wait. So
Anyway,
no, I'm talking about like when
the
you like.
inside.
Yeah,
I have no idea what that looks like. And
you
I've
never
had
took a
mine
mirror
for-
to that.
Yeah, when I was like trying to discover where everything was like years ago, but I haven't looked down there in so long. I'm basically like a pregnant lady. I can't even see my
No.
vagina. My stomach is in the way
Oh
half
my
the time.
God.
From my blow.
Lois obviously just trying to talk on this podcast. Like she's just like, I want to talk about my
Yeah.
vagina.
Did I tell you I FaceTimed the musician guy
No,
on Friday?
you did not say. Did you do it? But did you do it?
I did it because my makeup was done for a junket, and I was like, you know what? I'm like, fuck it. I tell people to like tell people how they
Yeah,
feel all the time.
that's true.
And I was like feeling good, and my hair was, I had extensions in, so I had way more hair,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I look really good right now. So I like FaceTimed him. First of all, I sent him like a King of the Hill gift because we watched King of the Hill together, and he likes King of the Hill, which I think is so weird because it's the show. It's the one anime show I feel like most people hate, and
Yeah.
it's so weird. But when I was watching with him,
Is it still on?
it's still on, guys, and
No,
it's kind of funny.
It's not. There's no new
There's no
episode.
new
There's
one?
not. There's no new.
She's like,
episodes.
Hank.
God damn it, Bobby.
Yeah. God damn it, Bobby.
Lauren used to say that all the time.
It's such a weird show.
I love
Anyway, so I sent him like a GIF, whatever. And then I FaceTimed him and he like picked up, but he was like on his way out. But anyways, I was like, I told him I thought about him the other day, and then Ashley, he was like, oh, he's like, you miss me like that?
Oh.
And I didn't know if that was
In,
like
like,
a
a good
good
way,
thing. I
or-
don't know if it was like a good way or a bad way. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I don't know. I think it was good. And then his friend was like, we got to go because he was like on his way out. So we talked for a little and then hung up. And I was like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I just like kind of poured my heart to like someone and didn't really get like a real reaction back. Like, this is annoying.
How long was the conversation?
It was like like a minute or two.
Oh, really?
But I was like, okay, it's good he like picked up or
Yes.
whatever.
yeah, that
and
is
then,
really good that he picked up.
Definitely.
So then I texted him after and I was like, you hate me? And he's like, I don't hate you at all. So then I texted him again and I was like, just so you know, I was like, I had such a good time with you. I really appreciated you being like open and vulnerable. And like, that's why I miss like hanging out with you. Like, hope that doesn't come off
Yeah.
weird or stupid. I didn't want it to come off like I was like this hoe that I was like, oh, I can't
miss
wait to like see her
you.
dick
Yeah.
again. Yeah, because that's like not who I am, obviously. So then he didn't respond that night, and I was like, oh my God, is this person going to leave me on red? I'm never going to be able to listen to his music again. And then the next day he responded, and he's like, not stupid at all. Like, I miss you too. And then we text today, Ashley.
Good.
And that's why I sent you. I was like, what picture should I send? Because he was like, send me a pic. And I was like, oh no, am I doing this? And now, Ashley, I feel like I have to send him a sexy photo, and I kind of want to because I think it's like fun, but I'm like, where do you even start?
Okay,
with
so
that?
I have a question because I really was never prompted to get the sexy pic. When he says,
Yes,
send
you
me
were.
a
You sent one.
Yeah, I sent one voluntarily, not ever asked.
Oh, I didn't know.
I was
so
never
he said
asked.
send
So he
me,
could send me a
but
pic
it was
of-
like during the day, so I sent him one of me in the car. It wasn't like
Oh,
sexy
it
or anything.
was? Okay,
and he
so-
was like, "You're hot," and I was like, "You're a babe," and I was like, "Oh my god, we're flirting."
You are in a full-on flirting conversation.
this
It's
cannot
so
happen.
very exciting. But like
But
when a guy
now-
says send me a pic, does that mean just send a fucking pic of your face? Or
Yes,
does that mean
and then,
like
and then he could he's gonna be like very nice, and then he can be like, give me a little more, you know?
Exactly. I feel like if someone asks you to send you a pic, it's whatever the fuck you want to
Yes.
send. It's not like, oh, I gotta like put on lingerie now. I feel like it's whatever you want to
Yeah.
send. But having said that,
Having said that,
I just had a burp. Lauren, now I feel like I have to, not I have to, I feel like I want to start like a fun combo because he's going to be away for a while. Also, let me just preface in full transparency that I am like obviously going to date other people. I'm not like waiting on this person, but I think he's cute and I have a crush and I kind of want to like have fun with this. And it's the last year of my 20s, so like fuck it. You
definitely.
know?
Whenever you feel sexy, thin, hot, you just take a picture.
But like
you bank
how? But like how?
it. Mirror, selfie.
But like of what? Like just your butt or like your whole like
have,
front
like,
in front of a
little-
mirror?
in front of a mirror, but like, have like some kind of clothing on, maybe like a towel or a robe. What I like is kind of a see-through robe, and you're kind of showing one boobie and the side, a little leg and a little butt. You
Is
know what
that
I'm
so
saying?
kitschy though? Like, is that like, you know what I mean?
No.
I guess it is like a little stereotypical, but
You know
I
what
think
I'm
it's
saying?
it's not like a blatant, here's my naked body. You
Okay,
know?
then here's my other question: do I put my face in it?
Yes.
I always think it's fine.
Right? I feel like if it leaks, my career will take off.
It's fine.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think the face in there is fine because I mean, it's weird to me to have like
hasn't
cut
taken a
your
picture?
head off. Then it's like really like, oh, you just care about my body. I'm just a sexual object to you.
But I do understand not putting the face in it because it's like if this ever.
No, I get that.
Also,
too,
like
right?
I feel like guys show their friends, right? 100%.
Yeah.
Not like they don't send them to them though.
I feel like
Sometimes
yeah,
they
like
would.
the same way
Really?
we screenshot like fucking words, they screenshot asses and titties.
Yes.
Actually, yeah, I think locker rooms definitely. That's
100%.
locker room time.
Okay,
Wait. So this is my suggestion for you because I like a little like when you like put your arms together and you squeeze your boobs together like this.
Okay, but then don't you feel like
Because
that's
it looks
guys,
like a push-up bra?
but don't you
No,
feel
they
like-
don't look. They're never going to be like, oh, she used her arms to create a push-up bra.
No,
There's just-
but what if the
But like, I feel like they kind of do.
No, they don't. And then like you can just like add like your lip and like one eye in there. Like you don't have to do your
lip
entire.
and maybe an eye if you're
I
feeling
the way
crazy?
you
No,
guys
I
are
always
describing,
like to do,
like,
like,
you're
a
like one
profile.
towel, one this. I'm gonna look like a homeless pirate. I'm gonna be like one eye closed, like have my nips out.
That would be funny. Like I took all the advice of my girlfriend's sexy photo, and here it is.
I like to like put my
wow.
hand up here and then like. And
Don't
like,
ever
a
listen to
lip,
Ashley.
and
No,
then,
but
like,
I
one
will
eye.
say Ashley showed me
My-
a sexy
yeah.
photo that she
Yeah,
sent.
it's
Remember
the
the white
best of all
lingerie one?
time.
And I thought it was spectacular. I thought it was a great example of how one should look. However, I need a
It was
lot
like
of lighting and
bombshell.
angles.
I said happy birthday, and
he was like, thanks.
he's. I mean, this is back in the day. Jared,
also,
I hope you're not
you-
listening, but he was like, "I'm getting a hotel room."
Ew.
You guys remember? I think I'm scarred because remember when I sent Big a picture of my ass and he, what did he
that's
say?
right.
That
He
was
said,
so,
"Aw," or
he
something
goes,
like that.
What did he say that was so
Cute.
fucking
You're so cute.
mortifying?
He said slay. He said slay.
Yeah, like a gay guy.
Yes.
And I was like, what the fuck? Are you my gay best friend?
that's
I
right.
would
Slay.
have been so mad.
That was my real life version of getting broke up by Post-it.
Oh
I'm
my
like, this
god,
is-
that was your ultimate Sex in the City
that
moment.
is the one response you would never, ever, ever want
slay.
from someone.
It's like, yeah, slay.
I think that's why I'm so scared.
Yeah.
But
he
I
asked-
gotta break it. This is bless you.
Thank you.
I think this is a good like fun test experiment to like break that with.
I think this is a great, because you know what it is. Like he's on the road. You're gonna
Yeah.
have fun. You're gonna have some sexy pics.
It's just so it's such a funny, exciting. Bless you, Lauren. But going, wow, bless you.
Thank
All
you.
right, enough. I feel like it's such a funny, exciting, adrenaline, embarrassing, terrifying, fun moment. It's like being on a roller coaster because once you hit send, you're like, oh my God, what is he going to respond? What is he going to think? Oh my God. Like, I get so nervous.
And you think it's so hot when you send it, and then you keep looking and you're like, just kidding, that's not hot. Oh my God, it's so ugly. Why did I do that?
Exactly. I'm like, why did I pick that one? Why didn't I pick the 37th one I took? You know what I mean?
God, I haven't sent one in a long time.
I'm scared, guy. I'm like excited.
I'm
but
living
scared.
vicariously through you.
You can send them.
Oh yeah,
but like, there's no risk involved.
Actually, no, they're actually,
no, it would
fun
be a
if you
great
randomly
idea.
did it
it
like
would
while
be
you're
awesome.
out.
I thought about doing it in Polaroid form and then like sticking them in different areas, but then I
That's
was like,
cool.
I don't know, I don't feel sexy. I'm just so self-conscious when it comes to
so
sexiness.
am I. I have no validation. No one's ever picked me in my body. We're just out here floating around like Osmosis Jones.
Who's Osmosis Jones?
I don't know. It's a movie.
Do you want to talk about what Jared said yesterday about wearing makeup?
No,
that
I know
was
because
kinda
I
funny.
think he was kidding.
Yeah,
but
I
it
know.
was quick, and I
What?
think there's a truth to it. But
Well,
he
now
said
I
he was
gotta
just
know.
He
straight
was a
kidding.
little more touchy-feely yesterday when now she was wearing makeup and a little skimpy outfit.
Yeah. And then I was like, I noticed you being more touchy today, and it's because I look like this. And then I was like, you like it when I wear makeup more. And then he goes, I like it when you wear makeup more.
I do.
Yeah, I do. And then I was like, well, you do? Then why didn't you just straight say
But
that?
actually, guys don't want to say that. Of course he does. I walk in here and I'm disgusted by you guys. You're farting under the blankets.
Well, Ashley's repulsive.
Put on.
Just
No, she's not repulsive, but like put yourself together a little.
I think
know?
you look fine. It's just more of like like Jared, I'm farting.
I don't do it that often.
Ashley do it all the time.
I do it when I have a big meal and then we're lying on the couch. It's
Every
not
night.
like I fart.
So
like
much.
I don't do it when we're like on a date night. I'm not going to do it in the car with him.
Yeah,
I
but
also-
technically every night is date night, right? Because you live together now.
No,
so like
can't
the
do
fire's
that.
alive. No, but you know what I'm saying? Theoretically, metaphorically, like you're potentially fucking every night.
But I also have to be very comfortable with my life. I can't act like I'm like always.
No, of course. I'm just saying maybe don't fart in his mouth every now and then.
I never.
But maybe. No, we can't say Louis C.K.
Yeah, we
jokes
can.
anymore. Fuck.
Well,
We can't. He's
okay.
canceled.
Okay. He's not that canceled, okay? He
He's
gave people a choice
canceled.
to leave. What do you mean? You wanted him to come back too.
I love him. I was destroyed when that happened.
Yeah, so but you're not gonna support him if he comes back?
Don't whip your dick out if no one's asking for it. It's fucking weird.
Well,
it's weird.
Yeah, sure it's weird, but he pretty much admitted that before he freaking got in trouble for it.
It's like, I'm about to whip my dick out. You can stay or leave.
I mean, all his jokes were about
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it wasn't surprising. I guess. Yes, I can agree to that. It wasn't surprising.
Okay.
Not acceptable.
Just like Cardi B admitting she drugged guys and stole from them.
I
Yes.
don't fart when I know it's gonna be loud. I've never like done a loud fart in front of him unless like I was laughing so hard or then I sneezed
so
and something
funny.
like that.
That is so goddamn funny.
Wait, say that again.
I never let one slip where it goes. I never do that in front of him.
Right.
Only when I know they're silent.
Yeah, I was
Because
kind
the
of kidding
sound-
with you. I didn't realize this was going to turn into a serious conversation.
I don't know.
Like I was like, just don't fart in front of me.
I don't
You're
know,
like,
but
I
then-
only
but
do
then-
it on Wednesday.
Guys
I
also
was like, I didn't realize you farted in front of him that much.
Guys also say that they say all the time, I look you when a girl doesn't wear makeup. I don't want to go doesn't wear makeup. And I'm like,
First of all, your skin looks so fucking good. You are so stunning with or without makeup. But of course, I think men who are more physical beings. Of course, but maybe. Maybe they like it with some makeup on. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
It would be
so.
shocking for Jack to see me with makeup on.
well, let's talk about Lizzie.
Lizzie, yeah.
Lizzie with Patrick is the most extreme of all of us.
What do you mean? She doesn't wear makeup in front of him?
No, but it was so funny when she was getting ready for the Jonas Brothers concert and put on more makeup than God has ever made.
You guys said this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was like, why are you getting so ready? Oh my God, Ashley, I might be interviewing Nick.
When?
But because he's in Ugly Dolls.
Oh,
What's Ugly Dolls?
A animated movie where a lot of
that one.
So
yeah,
Kelly
I know
Clarkson's
that one.
in it.
Yeah.
He's in it.
Oh my
A lot of
God! We'll tell him
musicians.
that we say
Yeah.
hello.
I was gonna say, should I? Because
Yeah.
you're basically
You
friends.
should be like, I'm best friends with Ashley from The Bachelor.
Yeah,
And
just like when I
just say from The
said
Bachelor.
that to
Yeah.
AJ from Backstreet Boys, and he's like, "Excuse me, who are you?" For like the 5th time.
Wait, when did you say that to AJ?
Remember, I ran into AJ at the Grammys, and I was working at the Grammys.
Are you sure you told me this story?
Yes, I told you. Remember, I was in an elevator, and him and his wife were in there.
You told Lauren this.
No, I told both of you guys.
I think you just told me. Maybe.
Yeah, this is Naz has done this a number of times.
Anyways,
Anyway.
So you did run into AJ in the elevator, and you tried to explain who you were.
I think.
His
The
wife.
point is that I think he says
wife
hi to
probably
me as
hated
if he
Naz.
hasn't met me before.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah, he was trying to play it cool in front of his wife.
But
Like, I don't know
totally-
this girl.
No,
Yeah.
I think I have a pretty generic face. Like I look like your average basic like brunette with brown eyes. You know,
No.
I don't feel
Did
like
you
I have
say
like a
I met
memorable
you
face.
with Ashley?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm Ashley's friend.
You say did you specify what Ashley?
I said, yeah, I'm Ashley's friend.
Ashley from The Bachelor?
No.
I mean, but I feel like
He
what
wouldn't
other
know
Ashley,
Ashley.
is out there?
What other
I
Ashley?
think I said Ashley I.
Oh, he probably wouldn't know Ashley I. He'd probably
Oh.
know Ashley from The Bachelor.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah. Probably wouldn't know Ashley I since he's not a Bachelor
Anyways,
fan.
I can't wait for you guys to see my interview with Paul Rudd on Saturday.
I'm so excited. It sounds so
good.
funny.
I can't wait, you guys. It'll be on Fandango All Access.
Wait for Naz's
why
viral
was
video
it-
to
wait,
happen.
why
I
was
mean,
this one
hopefully
so
they
funny?
air
Wait, why
it.
was it so good?
I feel like I can't say it yet because it hasn't aired, so I'll come on next podcast and say it.
Okay.
It's just something funny happened.
Okay. I'm
Paul
excited.
Rudd's sexy.
He is like, and it was his birthday. It was his 50th
This is like
birthday.
your 30th interview with him.
My second
Oh,
interview.
really?
with
That was
Paul
only
Rudd.
your second?
Yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp and Avengers Endgame.
Oh, okay.
So, what you call it?
How is he 50?
So,
Yeah,
guys,
that's pretty freaking
How
nuts.
funny is this? This sucks. So you know how he's Ant-Man? So I got a notification on Twitter on my phone that morning that it was his 50th birthday. So I was like, oh, I'm going to like run to the store and get him a balloon like for his birthday. Cause it'll
Naz.
cause half the battle's like warming him up right before and after. So like, you know, they feel comfortable and they give you good answers. And so I go to the dollar store and I buy a balloon this big because I wanted to give him an ant-sized balloon. How funny is that, Ashley? Like literally,
for
Did you
Ant-Man.
blow it up though?
it was like on, you know, the ones on a little straw, and I
Yeah.
blew it up like this much. So it was like a really sad, small looking balloon. So I was so excited. And then his publicist comes out and she's like, hey,
Don't bring up the birthday.
He's
he
really
does, yeah, he
sensitive about his
doesn't.
50th.
No, it's not that. He's not at all. It was just like, you know, no questions about his birthday because people want people to concentrate on the movie. And I think everyone, because it was his 50th, was like asking about his birthday.
Yeah.
So I didn't give it to him. But that to
I
me
would've
would have
just
been
been like,
so
typical.
funny.
Oh,
No.
like-
But you did do something very special.
Well,
where?
it's just a funny interview. You'll see.
Okay.
Anyways.
Okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I'm glad we got to catch
Good
up, guys.
ramble.
Ashley, I'm
That was
sorry
a
you're leaving
rambly,
tomorrow.
blambly.
I know.
Shaking Lois with her.
Will you save some? You're not taking Lois with you?
No, we are.
Will you save some cookies for me on the
Praise
plane?
be.
Yeah.
How
Last time they voluntarily gave us 2 without even asking.
Well, I
2
asked
packs.
for 5 extra always.
I feel like everyone says no to them. Okay, we're back here. Biscoff.
This is a full circle moment.
When you and who sits in the middle seat now that you're like in a couple? I
we
feel like
switch off.
so. Is it your middle? Is it your turn to be?
It is my turn
Right,
for the
bitch?
window.
Are you
However,
excited about that?
if it's like if it's a morning flight, I feel like I should always have the window just because he won't sleep. He does not sleep on flights. He cannot because of the anxiety of it all. So like, shouldn't I always have the window if it's a morning flight and I'm gonna fall asleep?
Do you guys pee a lot? Sometimes like the aisle because I don't like climbing over, touching people when I gotta go pee. And you know what sucks when you really have to pee and the person in the aisle's dead asleep.
Oh,
and
it's
you're like,
the worst.
you're like, fuck. Should I get a UTI for the stranger or do I just wake them up?
I don't know. Sometimes I think about crawling over them.
I know, but isn't that kind of awkward? Like one time I tried to do that and the girl woke up mid crawl and she's like, "Whoa, what's happening?" And I
don't
had
know.
my
At
legs
least you
between her.
attempted to respect your sleep.
Yeah,
I think it's almost better to try to crawl because, yeah.
But I want to sleep, so I don't have to worry about the other people having to pee.
That's
you know?
true. Yeah, there's like a whole bunch. There's pluses and minuses to each seat. And as I get older, I kind of like the aisle more just because I feel a little less claustrophobic.
Yeah,
there.
It's like you have space on the left.
Yeah.
It's like you're living in a cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not like that.
It's the
But you guys
windows like
understood what I meant, right? Like the corner lot, maybe.
Yeah, like the end lot.
Yeah.
The corner window office.
I'm getting really tired.
That's the window
Yeah, I
seat.
think we're a little like loopy.
Okay,
It's quarter
sorry,
to
guys.
11. Gotta shower. Gotta write my questions for Lance.
Well, I'm gonna miss
Gotta
you. Oh
go.
yeah, Ashley's interviewing Lance Bass tomorrow.
I know, you guys. I'm so excited and a little bit nervous because like I actually find Naz. Correct me. Don't correct me, but I'd like to know your feedback on this. And sorry, I know we are going to end this.
No, I don't
I
care.
actually find the most nerve-wracking interviews to be ones in which they're people that you're already friendly with.
Mm-hmm.
If it's your straight friend, that's obviously fine.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a stranger and you're like looking forward to meeting them, nervous to meet them, whatever, then you like kind of run on the adrenaline of it.
Right.
It's kind of like do I act like I'm an interviewer? Do I act like I'm a fan? Do I act like I am a friend? That like weird, confusing area. Those are the ones I get the most, like, that's the ones that I feel like I don't perform the best with.
Yeah, and I totally understand that feeling too, because you're getting hired by a company, so you don't know like how they want it to go. But I always find it best when you are your complete, authentic self. So, like, an interview I'd be interested in watching and hearing is like the Ashley that knows Lance, that has his number, that texts him.
Really?
And like,
you don't want
because-
the fangirl version of it? Because
Well,
I think
no, but
that's
you
usually
are,
how it goes
you
over.
are innately a fangirl, so you say it's more like, Lance, we've talked about this before, or remember that one time you brought this up, or like, you know what I'm saying? Little things like that show people that you do know him. Jason Kennedy does that a lot with Kathy Lee and Hoda, Kathy Lee, because he's been friends with Kathy Lee for a very long time, but because he's on E and, she's been on the Today Show up until now, he's had to interview her. So if you watch his interviews, he's really good at being like, one time you told me this, and like, I don't know if you want to say it on camera, but I thought it was so
But I feel
interesting.
like that's
and
a
to
straight
me,
friend. That's just like your friends, not like you are like friendly, like as in we've met a couple times.
yeah, but that's even better because like then there's so much about him. You still want to know yourself, right? So like just take us along for it. Like chances
Lauren?
are, whatever you want to know about Lance, we
What do
want to
you
know
think?
about him.
I think exactly what Naz said.
Okay.
Interview them in a friendly manner.
Yeah, I think if you act,
There you go, Ashley.
I think if you act professional and
Profound.
hosty, then it's like weird, right?
Oh
'Cause,
no!
like,
Obviously, I
him more
wouldn't
than
just
that.
be straight hosty. I'm
Right.
just talking about how it's not even how much I want to carry myself. It's more of just like how I feel going into it. Like I get
Yeah.
more anxious going into something where I know somebody a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's more your feeling because you always come off the same, authentic and great on camera. You're always you.
Whatever you did with the Backstreet Boys interview, do that again.
But I know
Exactly.
the Backstreet Boys interview was my pinnacle. I don't know if I'm ever going to beat that
what do
again.
you mean? Every interview you do, you top the last one.
No, never going to top the Backstreet Boys. I sat down with the Backstreet
Not with
Boys
that
for
attitude.
30 fucking minutes, and I carried it with I didn't stumble once.
Oh, but that's your
was
barometer
weird.
of success. I think stumbling's okay. It's human. That doesn't mean you had a great interview.
No,
to me, a great
yeah,
interview
but I
is
never ran
finding
out of
something
anything.
new.
Well, I did. I got all
won't.
that.
You had the biggest crush
Okay.
on Lance ever growing
I did.
up.
I know, it's so funny. I used to daydream about him in the pool.
well, okay, you watched the.
That's hilarious. I want to hear about that. That's hilarious.
yeah, that is funny. But you're interviewing about the documentary.
Yeah.
Did you watch documentary last night?
Yeah.
So that had a lot of information, a lot of good
No,
questions.
yeah. I
Like,
already
you got
have
a lot of
good
info- yeah.
questions.
I
Yeah.
think, okay, well, that changes things. That is a serious interview, right?
Yeah.
Because the documentary is about a very serious subject.
Yeah, it's not like I'm just like going in and we're going to shoot the shit.
Then I think it's kind of the opposite of what I said before. I
Like,
think
get the
you keep
hard-hitting
it till-
questions.
Yeah, because that documentary theoretically is going to affect a lot of people watching it that maybe have been through the same thing, that had no idea that there was this man out there scamming all these boy bands that they were so in love with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't just
It's like the
what
dark
real-
side of the industry.
Everybody knew about the boy bands though. What Lance brings up in the documentary is the amount of people that he screwed over who are just regular humans, like trying to invest in something for retirement.
Oh.
Because they would invest like these loads of money and then he would like go blow it. But like my biggest question is, why did did he have the money? He just decided not to give it to them.
How much money did Lance lose out on?
Well, the biggest example numerically in the podcast in the documentary is like they went on tour and they worked their ass off for a year. The album had gone platinum 10 times. It was diamond. So they sold 10 million copies. So you start doing the math and you're like, okay, divided by 5, like, and plus you got to think like,
Record
they
label,
didn't think
blah, blah,
about
blah.
recouping. They like honestly didn't even understand what recouping was.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
But so besides recouping, you're just like, okay, they were saying like maybe we'll get like $250,000 from this, just like the album sales. And then he did this big check presentation where he sat down like the whole family, all the families and the 5 guys to dinner, and they opened the check in front, they all opened their check, and it was only for $10,000 after their album went platinum. That was their paycheck for the entire year.
No.
An entire year, $10,000.
What?
Like, what did Lou Pearlman expect
So what
him
Lou
to say?
said,
Like,
what they said, what Lou
The
was
man's
like,
name is Lou Pearlman for people listening that don't know.
Yeah, sorry guys. I
That's
know like
okay.
we're like having a private
No,
conversation.
no,
You can
no.
turn this off if you really want. But
No, this is fascinating.
okay, so but Lou was like, well, see, the thing is, like, you guys, like, you live for free. Like, I put you in this mansion. You live in this nice big house. You don't pay for any of your meals, your travel. Like, you live the life. And now here's your $10,000 of spending cash. Yeah, that's
half
how
a
he
car
was.
with?
But the real thing was that, like, of course, he had written in the contract that he was the 6th member and that, like, they had to recoup a whole bunch of shit.
So
But
it
they
was
didn't
bad
realize
contracts.
that when they were on these yachts and stuff, they were actually paying for it. Like, he was getting these yachts and stuff with their money.
It's like I would have liked to have kept it.
Yeah, it's like, thanks. I would have liked to have spent it the way I thought you were using your own money for
I would
this.
like to know if Lance cares about the money now.
He just cares about the money that about the people, the regular people that got totally
Right.
screwed over.
Right.
Because like a lot of people like didn't have retirement.
That's insane.
And like there's all these older people.
I wonder if they're doing anything to like, like the Fire Festival
Yeah.
people started like, that's crazy.
He's
People are
dead
too
now.
old, yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Damn.
Man, flying Lou
How did
Pearlman's
Lou Pearlman die?
You know what? I have to look that up because
I thought it was a health reason.
he died in jail.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was clear how. He was like, how we thought he was the creepiest man of all time?
He was.
Like, he's definitely creepy and gross looking, but
Yeah.
like, we definitely thought he was like a lot more horrifying than he seemed.
Remember when we watched
He
the
was
Backstreet
creepy.
Boys
Okay.
documentary?
Yes.
Remember they go back
No, the
into like,
Backstreet
the
Boys
house?
adventure is golden.
But remember when they go back
Yeah,
into the
yeah.
house
They
and
have
they're
all
like,
those
I
weird
have
memories.
very eerie feeling here. Yeah.
Wait, there was one other thing that I thought was super interesting. Oh, yeah. O-Town. So, NSYNC and Backstreet both handled separating from Lou Pearlman differently. Backstreet settled out of court. They paid him off. They just paid out of their contract. And then NSYNC like actually went to court and like battled him. And they found a flaw in the contract that they were able to like get out of it. But then even with those two bands like being so public about needing to like divorce him and all the ways that he screwed them over, they still did Making the Band with Lou, and O-Town still signed with him knowing how much they screwed him
Yeah,
over.
I'm sure lots of
And
people
then-
will sign dumb
The
contracts.
power of
No,
connections.
but
They're
that's
like,
what-
Lou will make me famous,
But that's what Ashley was saying. Ashley Angel
Yeah.
was saying in the documentary. He was like, I know that I'm going to be screwed over financially by signing this contract, but like, how other way am I going to be a famous musician?
That's like whenever you're doing a sizzle reel or whatever they make you sound like you will make $1,000 every episode no matter what happens. Dumb bitches sign that all the time. It's like, oh my God.
Well, what you really need to do is like, that's a short period of time. That's like the first season.
Yeah.
That is like the first couple episodes. It's not, you don't sign a contract that like extends that for like 7 albums. It's like your first album.
These people, like this industry and the contracts are terrible. I remember when someone tried to buy Heartbroken off me and they offered me like $7,000 an episode, but then, and I turned it down, but
An episode.
Yeah.
Heartbroken.
turn it into
For Heartbroken to be a TV show.
Oh, $7,000 an episode.
Yeah, and I would be consulting producer, meaning I would have no creative direction on what it would be, meaning they would make it whatever they want. And then in the contracts it says, and we have the option to renew you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
something
even
about-
trying to get what you just said is also hard because they write in options to just keep the same one.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess.
That reminds me of, you guys don't watch Toy Story.
Sorry.
No, but I should watch it.
God, you guys are so annoying. It's like the greatest
so
franchise.
sorry. I will watch Toy Story before the 4th one comes out.
And Toy Story 2, Rex the dinosaur
No, I'm gonna
goes,
watch all of
that's extortion. And I
That's
love his
funny.
voice.
That's funny.
Because Al tries to steal them or whatever. Anyways, okay.
All right, it's time
Thanks,
to go
guys.
take a shower.
Follow me on Instagram.
Goodbye.
Perez.
Podcast. This podcast is brought to you by Wave Podcast Network. Check out all of our shows, including the Brain Candy Podcast, I Don't Get It, Coffee Convos, and Let's Talk About It.